Hey guys, welcome back. Yes, I know my desk is a complete disaster, but I wanted to show you some of the pens I've been using to paint on my clay. These are Posca markers. I will tell you how they work after I paint and bake, just to set them, because I used a black the other day and it bled. So I'm not really happy with that. I've got a phone call out to Posca actually. And I'm tired of making jewelry, so I came in here and thought, you know what, let's make a kaleidoscope. So these are what I'm working on now. These are just some little whale cutters I have. I think the number is 841. They're really cute. I still got to add a couple more layers of white on it, but that's where I'm going with. I did make one where I literally make one of these in white, one of these in black, and then I cut out the side of it and then attach it. But I wanted to see if these are working a little easier. They are, as long as I get a full coverage of white. So I'm not really happy with the one coat of those. So I'm working on those. These are some Ghost that I've been working on. This one's horrible, so I redid those. Those came out of the oven a little while ago. And I'm just going to paint these like a blue or something cute like this. You know, and then I'll put the eyes in the Ghost. So again, we're still working on the easy stuff. And then I've got some of these succulent plants. You'll have to do a search on succulent. I don't know the number right now. But they're just these little cute things. And what I did was, because there's a space in the middle, I didn't want to put the hole down there and have this humongous jump ring to have to put them. So I just actually put 2 holes in a leaf, put a little ring bar on it, and there's the earring. It just needs an earring holder. So we've been working on all kinds of stuff, just trying to finish up for the show. And this is a gingerbread man. I have 2 of them. One is just a standard outline. This one's actually got the, you know, the little imprint in them. So I've been painting those. I'll throw those in the oven. I was thinking of taking some white, and I don't want to use a marker because I'm not that exact, and just make like little squiggly lines and put them here and then put them back in the oven. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. So anyways, let's make something, right? I have no idea what color to use. So I'm just going to pull out colors that are in my drawer that come out first. And hopefully they match up. So we're just going to make a bunch of Skinner blends, right? You know what? I think I'm just going to do a plain blue and white. So I'm Greek, right? So this is the color of the Greek flag. I don't know if it's actual navy blue or a little lighter blue. So why don't we just go with a, I don't know, it could be like a china plate kind of design. I don't know. I might change my mind and make a bunch of different ones. So I'm just using 1 1/4 inch cutters, and I didn't go all the way down. Yeah, I'm still having a problem with that wrist. I can't press down very hard. So we'll get 4 of these. Hopefully. And of course I just dropped it. Oh, so I hope you guys are all well. Life is still kind of crazy around here. It just does not want to let up. My son and his girlfriend found a home, and he's been here since moving back in. Says his job out of town ended, so now for a while he's local. So they've been looking for a house for a while. What's the opposite of blue? Would be orange. Nah, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I'm just grabbing whatever used clay I have in here that's open before it all gets hard. I don't think we're going to do orange. I think we'll do some, I don't know, maybe wasabi with these two colors. It's going to be simple. Let's put that back up there. So I've got 4. So what I'm using is, this does not feel like Sculpey Primo. It's not, it's souffle. And this is turnip. You could tell the difference because one, it's not as sticky. It's kind of got like a velvety touch to it. Alright, so we got 4 of those. And these are all probably going to be mixed with white. And I'm going to keep a couple of these out just to make a couple logs. Probably use the whole thing, but I didn't. And then I could either do a pearl. I don't really care for that one, but I do have some wasabi. So this might be a bright cane, but that's okay, right? I need 4 of these as well. Might be able to do it all in one. Nope. Pressed that down a little too close, didn't I? I am surrounded by so many pieces, and I don't know if I really have the motivation to put together more earrings for the show. I think we're pretty good. I might just make a couple more bracelets and call it a night because I've got a lot of stuff. So I don't think I need to keep going, and I may end up selling components. I know I've got a lot of glass workers that make wonderful earrings, and they love using like drops and different components for their pieces. So I may end up putting them up for sale, and that way somebody else can use them in their jewelry. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of white. Oops, that cut right into that one, didn't it? Okay, so that can go with the turnip. Okay, and we're just going to keep doing this back and forth. And then I won't have you on camera as I do the Skinner blends because it's going to take me a few minutes, I think. And then we'll come back and we'll just put this together. And that way you won't be too bored, hopefully. As you can see, I'm not real careful with this. You basically just want to get close to the right size. If it's a little over or under, it's not going to hurt anything, especially if it's a kaleidoscope cane. So all I need is 4 more. Okay, so I just need 1 more. And we might twist and turn this to give it a nice little different shape to it. Okay, so basically, yes, you know what I'm going to do. We're just going to stack all these up. Cut them in half. Well, don't cut it quite in half because you want some of that white to be on the top. Could I have gone with bigger squares? Yes, I could have. But because this was the first one that I grabbed, I just went ahead and used that. So now basically I've just got to bring this all the way down to fit into the pasta machine. And as you know, when you put it in the pasta machine, always make sure you have all your colors up on top. If you have just a solid color, you know you're doing it wrong. If you have both of your colors, 3 colors, 4 colors, 5 colors on top and bottom, that's how you want it to go in, and that's how you always want it to go in. And that way you'll know your direction of your Skinner blend. And I'm going to do the same to these. Okay, so I'm going to run these all through the pasta machine, and then I will come back when I'm done, and we'll see what we can make with just these colors. I do want to make another black and white cane. I love black and white, and I love making it kind of retro with all kinds of squares and circles. So we'll probably do that next. And I'm still working on orders. Printer is done, so I'm going to go grab that one, and I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, so this is what I got. And I don't know. I want to go different. I just want to change the shapes. You know, instead of just being what it is. But I'm not quite sure how to do this. So I'm going to make this a fan fold. I'm kind of making this like a little wavy when I'm done. I can see it in my head, and it's already not coming out what's in my head. I kind of want to add movement into these pieces with the green. So I'm going to cut this in 2 pieces. And we're just going to flatten it a little bit. And I'm probably going to add some black and white just to put that contrast in the center of these. I usually go about 1.5. So make a little bit longer. Okay. And I'm going to take some green. And just make a log. Just going to cut it right there. Went to work on my prints and found out that the mailman's already been here, so I'm kind of stuck. Can't do any more now. Alright. So we got this cute little thing like that. And I mean, I could literally do that on all of them. Just do that swirl. Do that again and again. Yeah, I just want to try something different. Something that I haven't done before. If it's a kaleidoscope, regardless, it's going to turn out looking good because they always do. I have yet to meet a kaleidoscope that didn't really turn out. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 more greens. And we'll see. We'll see if we can put these all together like that. And if we can, we might just make that whole cane look just like that. So I don't want to touch these yet until I see if I like what I'm doing here. And somehow I got gold on here. I don't know where that came from. But I've got so much stuff on my desk, I guess it's easy. Boy, I don't even know when the last time has been here. I don't know what I've talked about. I don't know what I haven't talked about. I did go to my brother's last weekend. I was there from Saturday to Monday, helping him pack up because he's moving, and then there was a chance that he might end up staying here. But it looks like he's staying with an old friend. So I'm happy for that. And now I just hope he finds work, because it's crazy. You know, everybody wants young people, and I get that, but you're kind of throwing your seniors away. And he's, what, 2 years older than me? He doesn't have much longer to go for retirement. But he's worked in the corporate world, you know, for a very long time. See, now if I put the white against the blue and the blue against the white. Okay, so that's that. I don't think I'm going to mix them together. But we got 2 of those now. So with the green, I can put some of that blue, since I just had a little bit left, didn't I? No, actually, I've got a lot of this left. Put that with the green. So the shapes may move in order to get them into a triangle. So on this one, I'm just going to roll this one up. No reason. Did you see what I just did with those? I put in the wrong green. I want to keep this wasabi, and I accidentally put in the wrong green. So, thank goodness, we didn't do a whole lot with this, right? See, now, if I went live, you guys could have yelled at me and say you're putting in the wrong green. But left to my own devices, I always leave something out. Alright, so you just stay right there. And let's go ahead and do this again. But anyway, so he's got some friends that are coming to him next weekend, moving all his big stuff. Everything's got to go in a storage for a while till he gets back on his feet. You know, he was literally wanting to give away brand new furniture that he was still paying on, and then just continuing to pay on furniture that he no longer has. So I talked him into keeping it and just throwing it in storage. I can't imagine having to do that all over again. But he just gets so fed up at everything that it's just easy to just dump it all, I guess. But, you know, you can't do that. I asked my son if he wanted the furniture for their house, but you know, they've got their own kind of ideas for decorating, and they don't want to buy into a house, or they don't want to put it into a house that they don't think they're going to be keeping for that long. And then when they move into their permanent house, they will pick out some nice furniture. So I get that too. Alright, so now we're where we want to be. Okay, so we're going to take this out. And on this one, we're just going to cut it in half. And just throw the blue in the center. It's not exactly what I wanted to use, but this might work really good. So these stainless steel straws, they work really great in all kinds of different things when it has to do with clay. They give you that nice little indentation. You're not going to break it. You can do like an indentation, a couple of them on one. You can do just one in the center, which is what I'm doing with this one. And then I'm just going to bring this up and around it. Same with this one. Okay, so now we have two of those. And then we can put, I don't know, maybe we can put black in the center of this one. I'm not really sure if I really need a color in the middle of this one. Kind of pink, so a green would have looked good in the center of this as well. Or I can put some of that purple right in the middle of this. Make this kind of like a flower petal shape. So we're going to take this to about 3 inches. Okay, and we're going to come over here and go way up on the top, and we're going to grab a log of this. You know what? No, we're not. We're going to use black on this. And I'm running the black at a number 5. Feels like it's been so long since I've done a cane, and I got somebody at the door. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I had to sign for a package, and did you hear a dog bark with that doorbell? No. So I ran around the house to try and find where Makita is, and she's all in the backyard, in the sunshine, just flat on her side. So she's definitely having problems with her hearing. Bandit would have ran and barked and barked and barked and barked and barked. But yeah, Makita's, I think her hearing and her sight is starting to go, because, I don't know, she's just a lot different now. It's like she is old, so I don't know if it has to do with Bandit. I think he kind of hastened it a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back to 3 inches. And we're going to do one more. 1 or 2 more. I haven't decided yet. And then we'll put it all together and see what we come up with, right? And if it turns out good, I might just throw a couple slices of it online. I don't think this is going to make a huge one, but my canes are getting noticed a little more. I'm getting some activity on my website for my flower canes and stuff like that. Oops, 1, 2, 3, went a little bigger. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll go to the 2-inch mark. Since I don't use them as fast as I should, I figured I might as well just give them to somebody, sell them to people who are actually going to use them, because I just don't seem to use them as much as I want to. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going a little lower, as you can see. So I'm just running this through the pasta machine to make it a little longer. Okay. Get another log to go all the way across. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to do any more. So now we're just going to try and make sure this is all even. Okay. So now I got to figure out how I want to put that on there. Okay, so now I'm going to take some white and black. And I think I'm just going to make one strip. So I'm going to make this 2 inches. And do the same with the white. It's funny when you do this and then it's like, what am I missing? It's like I should be putting in more colors or more pieces. Okay, so that's at a 0. And I'm just going to slowly make this thinner and longer. So we're going to do 3 inches. And this was at a number 3, not 3 inches. I just made it at a number 3. Okay, so I'm going to take the white against the blue. Okay. Yep. Somebody has woken up from her slumber and is going to be panting into the office. It's hot out there, huh? Actually, it's really nice outside. It's out of the hundreds. I think it was 80 something the last time I looked. Which is awesome. All right, so we got that right there. What happens if we take this and make it sideways like that? Not a whole lot of thinking into these guys. It's just putting them together. But I don't really look at what I'm doing, as you can see. I'm going to go right here. And we're going to add some white and black and that right there. And we're going to put this differently. So it's going to come like this, right? Got one of those there, one of those there. Gonna move this over a little bit. And just come in like that. So I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but guess what? This is what we got. All right, so now we're just gonna reduce this. And I guess we're gonna see how it's gonna turn out, right? This one I think was a little big to start with, so he's sticking out a little bit more than the other ones. And we're just gonna take this to 3 inches. And then you have to decide, do you want the square or do you want a 6-sided kaleidoscope? That's usually the hardest part for me. Square is so much easier. But again, it depends on what you're making. And the blues are really pretty. And again, if I don't keep this, there's enough people that know what to do with it, regardless of what shape that I put it in. I just don't seem to have that ability. I think I just have more fun making them than I do making anything out of them. That's going to be really interesting. Okay. So just a little more at 3. Okay, so it looks like nothing now. But if, either way, I'm going to cut it in half and add it. It's just where I want to end it. Okay, so if I butt end to end right here, all right, then it would be 4 of these, basically. That's all we're looking at, is taking this, turning this into a square, or I would basically be making 6 of these. I don't know how good this is going to show. And even that would look really good. I always end up with like a little face, don't I? Okay, so is that butt end to butt end, right? I don't remember. I think it was like this. Okay, so again, butt end to it, or make a kaleidoscope like that. And you got to remember it's also going to be reduced some more. So many decisions. Okay, give me a minute to think about this and I'll be right back. Alrighty, well, since this is such a small cane, I decided that I wasn't going to put these butt end, that I would make this into a kaleidoscope. If it was something where you could use it as a pattern to cover something, then I would probably do the 4. But since I didn't do that, I'm going to find the best way to do this. I'm going to reduce it once more. So I think this is the way we're going to reduce it. Okay, so here we go. I will pause it one more time. Where are we? We're about 41 minutes. Shouldn't take me that long, so I'm just going to let the camera roll this time. And I can do a 1 inch. But you know me, I like to do 1.5, so I think that's going to be about 9 inches that I need to get this to. 1.5, 3, 6, yeah. Got to use my fingers here. So hopefully, guys, hopefully we'll get on track soon. After this, I'm going to clean up in here, finish cleaning up the house. I have my grandson's birthday party here on Sunday. So I'm going to get that done. And then maybe Labor Day weekend. I don't plan on going anywhere Labor Day weekend. So I don't know if my son's going to need help moving in. So we'll have to figure that out. But give me another month and I'll be golden. So I did make a video for the Me and the Mutts page. I have not put it up yet. It is just making a piece of jewelry with one of those bead boxes that I get every month. I think that's going to be the next video. I know that it's not polymer clay, but I'm trying to add a few fillers until I get back on my feet, basically. Work's been really slow, so I thank you all for orders that you guys place. It has been a horrible year, and again, I've been helping my brother pay some of his bills, and I can't anymore. And then I have a sister who just got laid off from her job. She is 74, and when she doesn't have money, she doesn't eat, and I hate that. So I've got 2 family members that are down right now. So it's just been a struggle trying to help everybody while paying your own bills. So I'm going to try and design a whole bunch of new shapes this weekend. I got some Christmas ones going up. And I'll probably be making some glass beads. I did a show on Facebook last week. I haven't done one in over a year, and now I know why. I think I had one buyer. And my beads usually sell pretty good. But I was watching the board before my show because it's on Facebook and it's kind of like an auction type way to do it. You could either buy it straight out or do the auction style. And I was watching other people sell their stuff because there's always a show going on. And yeah, it didn't look good for them either. So I think it's just the economy right now is a little crazy. But we will probably make more glass beads. as well, and just slowly get back to normal. Can't wait till November when the election is over. I'm hoping we all see some changes, whether it's interest rates or house prices or groceries. I mean, there's so much that we're dealing with in America. I don't know how the kids are doing it. I thank God all of my kids have a good career. But there's a lot out there that's just struggling. And it's not fair that they can't have a life like we did. You know, that every day is a struggle. Oh, look at that. It turned out really cool, huh? I mean, just that alone. Oh, look it. I got a puppy. I don't know if you can see the little nose, the two eyes, and his little ears. So we made a puppy cane. And this literally would have looked good on its own as one big piece. So we're going to try different ways of putting this together. And boy, oh boy, with having that little puppy head, it's pretty easy to line these up because you know exactly how to put them together. And like I said, it doesn't seem to matter. Kaleidoscopes always seem to come out. Okay, so I will put this better, or back, or together a little better. But it would kind of look like that. Okay. Or oh, really? That's all you can really do. So you're going to either have that green right there in the middle, like we had it. Actually, it doesn't matter how I put this together. Whichever way I do it, it's going to be that little puppy. I mean, I could take half of this. Nah, I think we're just going to leave it the way it is. All right. So now all we need is some pointy corners. Okay, so that's short, and that's the long edge. This one's a little smaller. I have one side that's a little bigger than the other side. Don't know how I managed that, but it is what it is. This one's a little hard to match up because that was the end of the cane. This one's a little smaller. And our last one. Alrighty guys, we are done. Okay, so you can turn this into a circle, or you can leave it the shape that it's in, which as you can see is a 6-sided. But if I reduce this, I think I'm going to end up losing it. So let's see what happens. This is about 1.5 inches. So it would be nice to get this into two pieces. And obviously you don't want to roll it or you'll suck in on the inside. So again, I just use my fingers like this. I don't start from half. I start about 1/4 of the inch up, if that made sense. Okay, and then I just stretch that out. And just bring it back down. Come here and do the same thing. And bring it down. Okay. That way you have no ends sucking in and not too much of wasted clay. So I usually like to make my canes about 2 inches. So I just need to go another inch, and this will be 2 canes that I will put on me in the mutt if you want it. This was just to say hi, to get back in here and create. I'm so tired of making earring pieces. So it was nice to be able to just come in here and have fun. I know a lot of you like the lives. I can't believe you like the lives. But if you guys want me to do another cane live, I can do that maybe next Wednesday, if that sounds good. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 inches. All right, so let's just get this all nice and even. All right. These are nice to use because you can get them all at least that same size. Okay. And cut off the end. It might be a little too soft. So it's about 1 inch. 2, 4. So we'll make these 2 1/4. Ooh, almost messed that up, didn't I? Two 1/4 is way over here. And this one could be a little bigger. Just want to get rid of all the icky ones. Okay, so this is our cane. Really pretty colors. It turned out really well. A little smaller than I wanted, but I knew that it was going to be a small cane. I don't know what you do with them. I really don't know what you do with canes, but there it is. I'm going to throw both of these up today, and hope you like that. And hopefully we'll talk to you guys really soon. So take care and be safe. Talk to you later. Bye.